What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the I Formation Podcast. You were Ben Hall, my guy, LeRon McClain. We'll be jumping into a lot of information today, but before we start, how you doing today, LeRon?
Man, what's going on, baby? Just chilling, man. Chilling, relaxing on this good weekday, man. Get ready for the Christmas holidays. Just want to say thank you to all our subscribers so far on our YouTube page, our Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Yes, we're doing audio. We're on the audio now. If you want to drive and listen to us right now, you can listen to us on the Apple Podcast, the Spotify Podcast. That's the Affirmation Podcast. Also, man, Affirmation Podcast on all other platforms and iForm Podcast on Twitter. Follow us, baby. For to kick this thing off for a great 4 quarters of content. You know what we come with every week. Sorry we missed y'all Sunday. We'll be back Sunday live with our Sunday picks. Got some great games coming up. Hey, man, we just go get into this content, man. Let's get going, Ben. Let's kick this thing off, baby.
All right, so what we decided to start off with today is, like, who is the real favorite in the AFC? Now, LeRon, when we talked, your question was the Ravens or the Patriots. So,
yeah,
I'm sorry, Ravens flock, but to be completely honest with you right now, I have to say the Patriots. Like, with that defense and the Ravens offense, see, if the Ravens offense plays like it did the second half against the Colts or the second half against the Vikings, I think that's a great game and the Ravens could win. But if the offense plays like it did against the Browns, against Cincinnati, like any of those games, then the Ravens would be in trouble. And like I said, right now I would have to go with the Patriots.
Yeah, right now, man, I go with the Patriots also. I just feel like you just said, you hit it right on the head, man. With if the Ravens come out on offense flat like they did the first half, they'd get too far behind versus the Patriots. Patriots right now. I don't know what Belichick got going up there in New England, but he done turned the switch with his team. Everybody responding, everybody doing their job. Right now, they're cruising. They got a big matchup coming up this week. You know what I'm saying, on the road versus Buffalo. We probably that probably be one of our games of the week coming up. But that's going to be their test right there. If they go in and handle business versus Buffalo, I think people need to watch out because the way they've been doing teams. Not taking anything away from the Ravens. I know we're going to get this thing rolling. I know we had a road game last week versus the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't panic. Just know, you know what I'm saying? We won the game. What we supposed to do, hey, it's November, December. Hey, we got to get these wins no matter what, man. We're just trying to get to the dance now. And when you get to the dance, everybody's 0-0. So I think if they go head to head, I think it depends on, you know what I'm saying, where we play at M&T Bank or Foxborough, baby.
Yeah, I agree. That would definitely be a big influence in the game, just because you know how it is at the bank, and in Foxborough, it's definitely a different atmosphere. But the next question that you had asked was the Cowboys, and are they still? I don't know, man. Like I don't like.
Are the Cowboys real? Are the Cowboys real? Or are they sliding? You know, with 3 games, them starting 7-1, them starting 7-1, and losing 3 straight. Everybody pressing the panic button right now. But this how I feel. I feel like they didn't hit a little hump. I think they need to go back to the drawing board. Amari Cooper been out the last 2 games. We'll figure out that, or we talking about that later on in the 4th quarter, but we'll figure out that tonight versus Saints team that's trying to roll right now, trying to do their thing. So if Dallas could bounce back against a good NFC opponent tonight, they're probably not doing anything. But if they drop this game tonight on a short week, Thursday night, they have to get this. This is a must win for them. If they drop this one, hey, watch out, man. And plus, you know what I'm saying, their head coach out with that COVID. That COVID mess is messing up a lot of stuff, man. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. You think how you feel?
See, this is tough for me because, like, where did the Washington football team come from? That's my big thing. Like, they're shooting out of a cannon, and they're really not that far behind. They're 2 games behind Dallas, and I think they played Dallas twice, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they
still got Dallas 2 games twice. Yeah. So and they're trying to see who go win that. Who you think will win that game between them two games? Then Dallas gonna sweep them.
I think they'll split.
Yeah, I think they split too. But I think Dallas gonna have to win both of those because the way the Redskins playing, like right now, you play defense, play action, run that
Yeah.
ball, man. I think you're gonna be okay. I think you're gonna be okay this season, pretty much, man. So it's gonna be a crazy ending, man. A wild ending, man. The end is when the end of the season it's gonna come down to. I think it's gonna come down to simple football, simple
Yeah.
football.
And one thing that sticks out to me about the Washington football team, like when the Ravens had success back in 2019, the Ravens offensive drives would take 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. The Washington football team got the ball against Seattle and just literally took time off the clock. And even if they didn't score, the fact that they were up 8, they were up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, just taking that time off the clock keeps that defense on the field, tires them out. And then finally, I mean, if you get stopped, you can stop. But that was a big reason for the Ravens' success in 2019. And Washington has really used that to their advantage over the past few weeks. And in their games they've won, Terry McLaurin stepped up and played great. Taylor Heineke is balling right
Yeah.
now. I like
Yeah,
it's
I was just about to
shocking,
say
but he's balling.
that. Yeah, man.
I can't believe it.
Heineke leading the team, man. They made the right decision putting them in the rim, man. Even Philly making a little noise, man. Even
Yeah,
Philly making a little noise. We thought the NFC East was just certainly won by
yeah,
Dallas, but Dallas really gonna have to, what I'm saying, pick it up in these last few in the second half of the season and do their thing. And the Packers, man, like we said in the NFC, it's just like that, like we said, the AFC wide open, like we've been talking about, the NFC wide open
yes, it
too.
is.
And the Packers rolling, Kyler Murray and them coming back. Packers about to just get their bye week, so that's rest time
Mhm.
for them. Like that's crazy that they're bye week this late in the season. That's
Literally.
just with this 80 game season these owners want.
No,
these
for
80,
real.
80 games these owners want, but it's gonna be like I said earlier, man. It's gonna be interesting second half of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And jumping into the last part you just said with Green Bay, real quick, before we end this quarter, do you think Green Bay is legit and will win and will win a Super Bowl? Because they're the favorite right now.
I,
Whatever I
I
see.
think I think I think I think if it go through Green Bay, it's gonna be tough to beat them. If it go through Green Bay, just with the atmosphere and everything they got going on, it's gonna be it's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat them. You gonna have to beat them up, just like the Buccaneers did last year. Just gonna have to outscore them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hope LaFleur take it out of Aaron Rodgers' hand, but it's gonna be tough to beat this team. You gonna have to beat this team up, but they're playing like they're playing good football also. You know what I'm saying? Not playing good. Their record supposed to be a little bit different. If he plays in the Kansas City Chiefs game, they win that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a loss. That's just a little asterisk on their thing. So I think they're real. I think right now they'll beat Dallas. Right now they'll beat the Rams, which they sold.
Hmm.
Right now they'll beat I think right now they'll beat Tom them. Tom with all their injuries, not having his
Yeah.
full weapons and what they can do to their team, people not playing on top, I think they can get them.
And
Watch out, man. Watch out.
that Packers Rams game was just like that was just a straight up like easy win for the Packers in a game where it was really 50-50. Like before the
Yeah.
game, I think the spread was even for a little while, or it was the Packers were maybe a 1 point favorite, but at no point was it like the Packers might lose this one. The whole game it was Packers got it, Packers got it, Packers got it. And even then, like Stafford, like what it he is.
He's sliding. To me, I feel like he's sliding. They figuring it out right now, and that offense got to open up. I feel like a little more to play. The running game not doing what they need to, but the defense also, man. The defense getting pushed around, man. Like you said, man, they're good against the run. I mean, they're good against the pass, but not the run. So, like I said, they better tighten up. Right now, like you said, the Packers just beat them. Teams are not scared of the Rams. Teams are not scared of the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And the Packers showing that. And like you said, man, the Pack like people got to understand this too before we end the first quarter. Packers been in the mix. Packers been in the mix the
Yeah.
last 3 years. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? LaFleur had them in the mix last. They just got to get over that hump and get to that bowl game. And this might be the year, man. This might be the year for the Packers. A-Rod, the
I
last
agree.
dance.
Yeah. Him and Adams, I agree. I think this is right now it's looking like that. It's like we've said, it's up in the air. we don't really know, but that's it for the first quarter. We'll be jumping into a little bit more of that in the third quarter when we go over our divisional matchups, but that is it for the first quarter. And now we will be taking a break and jumping in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Who is the all-time rushing leader or in a season? Who has the most rushing yards in a season for a quarterback? Now jumping into the second quarter, we'll be doing a little bit. If you guys have paid attention to the podcast, a few weeks ago, one of our first episodes, I kind of interviewed LeRon just about his career, his football career. Right here, we're going to be doing something similar, but because it's Ravens Steelers rivalry week, the best rivalry in football, I will be asking LeRon a few questions about, playing against Pittsburgh and some stuff like that. So to start it off, first off, what is your thoughts on Heinz Field and when you played there? What did you think about that? Because you played at a million different stadiums.
What is crazy, and people probably don't agree with this. It was one of my favorite fields to play on, just because how we got to wear a longer cleats. You know what I'm saying? And I understand like it's about to be a physical downhill. It used to be a physical downhill running game. Affirmation. Shout out to our podcast. Affirmation on first and second down, knowing that it's downhill, knowing we're about to get physical. But Heinz Field was good. They used to do this little chant, I think, before the fourth quarter that was pretty much hype. They used to get them hype. They used to make a play every time. They used to play it. It used to be hype though, but I swear I ain't like it because they used to make a play every time they played it. But Heinz Field pretty dope.
So, in terms of, all right, first off to start against the defense, who was your most respected but a player you didn't like to go against on that defense, on that Pittsburgh defense?
Shit, none of them for real. No, man. I just say outside. I just say, man, we ran the out formation, so it was the outside linebacker. They ran a 3-4. James Harrison, man, Lamar Woodley. I had to block them guys. Especially James Harrison, man. I remember one time, just a story, man. It was AFC Championship, our third game playing them that year. I thought third time was a charm, but we playing the AFC Championship. I run 55 stutter. Lorenzo Neal is my lead block. Man, he makes a good block front side. What I do, I want to go backside. James Harrison right there waiting on me. Man, he hit me so hard, man, snot came on my nose. So I said that anybody got hit by James Harrison, understand that it is real. That man is strong, but that's the worst guy, man. I used to have to go in there to get extra stuff, extra weights, extra everything. I used to love when Lorenzo Neal was there because I used to run the ball. I used to love running against him. I used to run all over the Steelers, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out. I used to run all over them. You know what I'm saying? I got a few plays on YouTube y'all can check out.
Yeah, look it up. Check it out. Yeah, because it's rivalry week. So do you think that's the biggest rivalry in football?
Man, I feel like it is. It's the most physical. I know if people want to get down and dirty, if you could just from the time I was there and the time that we played them, especially the year that we played them the 3 times, all them games was close, all them games was live, especially the AFC Championship. Man, if you understand the physicality, how sore you gonna be on Mondays, playing that, it come down to them 2 coaches, John Harbaugh versus Mike Tomlin. They've been going at it for a minute now. Man, Ravens play. I love when you go out there. Ravens play good on the road up there in Heinz Field. You know what I'm saying? You used to get the dub. Then you're supposed to protect the home, but Steelers are coming to your house and get the W2. So it's just like it just. I know it's great leadership by both guys, man. Been led by them guys for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the number 1 rivalry in football.
So, like 2 questions ago, how I was saying on for their defense, who was somebody you didn't like, but like for their offense, I know you were on offense, but when their offense was on the field, was there any players that you just would always be like, damn, he's killing us? Because like watching it, Hines Ward, I used to hate Hines Ward because he would just always get a ton of yards on us and kind of hurt us in the game. But is there any players in their offense that you were like, damn, like he's killing us?
Man, Hines Ward, like you hit it right. The Hines Ward used to kill us, man. But Big Ben, Big Ben used to be so slippery, man. I used to remember the weeks of the game. Used to say, man, you got to hit him. You got to hit him. Big Ben was slippery. He was agile a little bit, making them big plays, man. Hitting receivers. Santonio, Santonio and Santonio down the field, making plays. Like he's piss me off. It was Big Ben, man. And Hines Ward used to be with the cheap shots. He's a cheap shot out DBs, man.
Yeah.
I used couldn't stand that. You know what I'm saying? And just they fans are just rowdy coming out that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? I know, and they gonna have to be prepared for that coming out that tunnel, man. You gonna have about 10,000 fans on top of your head right there talking all type of mess. But hopefully they go in and get the job done. I used to love playing on the road, man. I used to love playing on the road, especially in Heinz Field.
See that, like, I always wanted to ask, if Pittsburgh, so say, you're at near your end of your career. If Pittsburgh would have called you, try to get you to come play in Pittsburgh, would you have went?
Man, no lie. I probably would have went just because of Mike, just because of I probably would have went just because of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, man, and salute to him.
That was going to be my
Everything he
next
been
question.
doing.
What's your opinion on Tomlin?
Yeah, man. Everything he been doing for that organization since he stepped into the role, he ain't blink once, man. He been leading that organization, leading them to Super Bowls, leading them to the playoffs, leading them to victories, man. Being a great leader for that team. That's why I said the only reason I would have went to Pittsburgh, I probably been isolated probably by myself, but the only reason I probably would have went because of Mike Tomlin. In a way, I promise you, people don't know. I promise you, on my last year with the Ravens, I remember my last game versus Pittsburgh, and man, look out for me now, look out for me all season.
That's funny.
So Mike Tomlin.
So you said Heinz Field was your favorite stadium to play at, but was Pittsburgh your favorite team to play against?
No, I want to say as for the physicality was, I know I was gonna have like about 70% of the plays. I'll say yes in that, and then sometimes when we had a 3-4 defense with those defensive ends, we'll make them outside linebackers defensive ends. So Jared Gaither, excuse me, Jared Gaither, he had fan out the Harrison. I had to go inside for Ferry or Foot and start knocking their head off on 50 slant or 40 slant. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy the physicality of the game. Excuse me, I know they did and everything also.
What if there was one game against Pittsburgh that stood out to you in your career? I mean, there was a ton. The biggest game I remember would be the I think it was the AFC Championship when Willis McGahee had gotten hurt. They hit him, hurt his neck. What game would you say stood out to you your whole career against Pittsburgh? What Pittsburgh game, when you think comes to your mind, what game would that be?
I say it's a game that we lost, but it was a game that fell on my birthday, December 27th. We had to play up there in Heinz Field. It's a game fell on my birthday, man. I was feeling so good that game, light on my feet. I probably had the best game blocking, best game running, catching, everything. We didn't end up getting the victory. I remember Derek Mason dropped a wide open touchdown that game. Excuse me, that could have got us the victory, but that happened. But that was one of my highlight games. I was in tour with Ike Taylor and Ryan Clark RC. I was in tour with him. I was beating them up like I always do. I always tell them, stay out my box. If you don't want to be in my box, stay out my box. You know what I'm saying? But it was always a great matchup versus them guys. I used to piss them off every time, but that was a great highlight game. And also Monday night game, 2008, man, I was running the ball versus the Steelers, man. You can look at this on YouTube, versus Steelers on the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Stiff arm Palomalu. Shout out to all the hair. Stiff arm him, and then ran over Lawrence Timmons in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Monday night game. I also had a great game that Monday night game. We didn't win that game either. You know, so I hate that, but man, I had some great game versus Steelers, man. They come out on the victory side, but I had some awesome matchups against.
So I think I remember that. Did Palomalu like strip sack Joe late in that game, and win it? Because I feel like I remember one game Palomalu came from around.
That's the AFC championship. He caught the pick six.
I know he caught the pick six, but there was one game he like I don't know. He had a strip sack at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was
to
strip.
beat-
Yeah, strip sack when we was at M&T Bank. I ain't
Yeah.
play that game. I remember that game. He came and got a strip sack on us, man. That was a man. He used to make them plays, man. Palomalu was a beast. Shout out to him in his career. You know what I'm saying? Them the guys I used to go get him, RC in the back end, Ike Taylor with McFadden in that corner with Harrison, Woodley, Foot, and Ferrier. You know what I'm saying? In that front seven and at their linebackers, man. You know what I'm saying? Going against them, man. So that was a crazy matchup back in the day.
So speaking of Palomalu, like from when I would watch, like it seemed like Palomalu was the most quiet player out there. Would he talk any trash or anything? It seemed like he just played.
No trash talking or anything. And then I remember one play we used to have low 60 power and he'd be on the outside and then he'd just be sitting still to be down. And then his fast switch. I remember one play he got me so good, I blocked him, but he beat me inside. I had to push him all the way, and I had to bounce the running back, had to bounce the halfback, and we didn't get the first down. But it was just a great play by him by making a great inside move. James Harrison used to do it also, but Palomalu was so quick and he used to get to that ball, man, time that snap count. Man, you put it, you got to know what number 43 is at all times. You know what I'm saying? Playing them the scout report, playing them, we have we have an hour and a half scout report on them coming up that week. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to highlight all their players. You got to know where 43 is, because 43 he'll come on a strong safety blitz from too high. From too high, he'll come on a strong safety blitz. And he'll come a gap blitz from the too high. So you got to know where he at all times, man. That just shows how great he was. And they had to do it, and it's so crazy. When they had to do their stuff, they had to do the same thing for our defense. We had
Right.
Bart Scott, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, you know what I'm saying, Jared Johnson, you know what I'm saying, had Nadi in the middle, you know what I'm saying, Ed Reed, you know what I'm saying, Landry and them back there, Smart Raw, them in the back end. So they had to do the same for us. So man, it's a great experience. My first couple of times playing in it, bro. They woke me up to it for sure.
So of the defense and the guys that you went up against, who would you say was the biggest trash talker from that Steelers team?
It was Ike Taylor. Ike Taylor was he talked the most, and he played DB. He talked the most. Most of the linebackers didn't talk mess, because they know I was coming there to play. Foot and Ferrier used to cut me. They used to, when coming in for a block, they'll cut me. They'll cut me in for a block because they know I'm coming in to hit. Lamar Woodley and Harrison, they'll stay up, but Ike Taylor used to talk the most. If I ever got a chance, if I got a chance to get him on the outside, I try to maul a DB. I used to love blocking them DBs. I used to say, stay out my box. Y'all DBs for a reason. Stay out the box.
So my last question before we wrap up the second quarter, for a rookie like Rashad Bateman or Odafe Owe, what would your message be to them heading into this rivalry game? What would be something you would tell them, heading into this big rivalry?
Man, for each rookie going into this big rivalry game, and plus you starting out on the road just like I did, man. I just say, man, put that music on and stay down. The game gonna be so hype. You gonna have them butterflies, them jitteries, and understand that. Listen to the guys around you. Listen, I had great guys that led us. You know what I'm saying? Great leaders in front of me. So I just watched them in pregame. I watched them in pregame. Watched the way that they got prepared. Even the way they ate their pregame meal, getting prepared for that game. The way that they warmed up before the game. The way that they approached the field. So I just stepped back and watched. You know what I'm saying? And I just approached the game, you know what I'm saying? Just remember my coaching, you know what I'm saying? Remember my coaching and just remember this is a kid's game and just go out there and just have fun. But the main thing is stay focused, man. Look at the guys in front of you who've been in the position that y'all are gonna be in, you know what I'm saying, that been in the game before, you know what I'm saying? And go out there and ball, man. Make the plays, man. Ask Torrey Smith. You know what I'm saying? His couple years up there in Hinesville, the plays that he made, you know what I'm saying, Bateman. Ask Torrey Smith the plays that he made up there in Hinesville by winning the game. Joe Flacco with the big arm throwing the 9 route, you know what I'm saying, beating him. You know what I'm saying? Get that play. You know what I'm saying? Make that play right there. Defensive end. I can't. What's his name? Owen 99.
Odafe Owe.
Oh, yeah, man. Go make the play. Go make the play. The strip sack like or go hit the quarterback, Big Ben, like Bart Scott hit him that one time and rocked his world. You know what I'm saying? They had to call the people out there for the field, had to get the smell of stuff for him, man. You know what I'm saying? This the hype game, man. I wish I could talk to him before the game, man, and run through the wall with somebody, man. I remember Ray Lewis gave us a speech uh before one of these games, man, and we won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just understanding what type of game it's gonna be. It's gonna be physical. May the best man win. 12 round bout, baby.
So now, before we wrap it up, we'll each give our predictions. We'll be doing our picks on Sunday morning, but let's each give a quick prediction of the outcome of this game and the score. I'm gonna go Ravens 34, Steelers 23. I think the Ravens offense has some success. Finally, we're all waiting for it, but Pittsburgh looked so bad against Cincinnati this weekend, and that just like I know this is a rivalry game, and that's why I got it close. But the Ravens offense has got to make a statement this weekend. You're the number one team in the AFC right now. Are you the best team in the AFC? Maybe, but the fact that you're a number one, you have to stay up there and you have to beat the Steelers bad. This is a divisional rivalry, like we just talked about in all those questions, and they're in last place in the division right now. You have the best chance to make a statement right here, and this is where you just have to do it.
Like Harbaugh said, man, it's not perfect, but we on our way. You know what I'm saying? We on our way, man. So they just chipping away. I feel like it's gonna be a rival game, but the Steelers, I feel like the Steelers can't stop a nosebleed the way that the Bengals went there and got them. I feel like we gonna bounce back, man. Get this offense rolling. Get the offense rolling this week. Like you said, it's gonna be a big game. I got it 31-10. I just don't feel like Big Ben is gonna do too much on offense. Ain't too much y'all can change from one week to this week to tell Big Ben that he's gonna throw quick and they're gonna be just playing zone and waiting on you to throw. I predict that the defense is gonna have at least three turnovers in this game. Gonna be a big matchup. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be lopsided. I feel like they're gonna come back. I think the Ravens gonna come back scoring this week, and it's gonna be a big week. Good matchup to go against versus Steelers.
Yeah, I fully agree. But now that is it for the second quarter. We'll be jumping into another trivia question, and then we will start our third quarter talking about our divisional outcomes and who we think will win each division. The second trivia question will be: what is the record? What is the Ravens' record against the Steelers in the history overall throughout all the years that they've played them? What is the Ravens' record against the Steelers? Now, jumping into the third quarter, we'll be going over our divisional picks. To start off for the AFC East, I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots really are playing great football right now, though. Don't get me wrong. I think the winner of this division wins Monday night. Monday night is the biggest game of the year for both teams, I would say. The Patriots have yet to have their bye, which is insane, but the Bills already had their bye, so they're sitting at 7-4, while the Patriots are 8-4. 9-4 versus 7-5 is huge right here. For the Patriots, this is a must-win game. I don't know. I just think this is the biggest game of the year by far for both teams, but I'm gonna go with the Bills to win this division.
All right, for the AFC East, I got the New England Patriots. I got them winning this next game versus the Bills strongly. Just the way that they playing this defense, I don't think you can stop the defense. You know what I'm saying? And the way that Mac Jones leading the team, man, I think the Pats go get the division. You know what I'm saying? And get back to that thing like they've been doing. Mm-hmm. Is he back? Are the Patriots back? The Patriots back.
I really hope not. But so now jumping in the AFC North. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I don't see how the Ravens. The only concern is the Bengals, and I think the Ravens beat the Bengals in Cincy in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whenever they play them. I think the Ravens take down the Bengals, which will be kind of like that Bills Patriots matchup. I think that'll be just like this matchup in the AFC North. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens winning this. I think the offense is gonna start to come along. 8-3, given the season they've had and all the injuries they've had, is great. And I really think that they're going to win this division, which is even more impressive given the fact how tough the AFC North usually is.
Man, the best coach in the AFC North, John Harbaugh, probably the coach of the year in the NFL, John Harbaugh, and he leading the best team. Ravens got this division. Like you said, it's gonna be a tough game going into Cincy. Probably a game they're gonna have to win. And like I said, John Harbaugh leading them. I put the Ravens up against any team in that AFC North right now.
So now jumping in the AFC South. This was our hot take a while ago when the Colts had like 2 wins that the Colts would win the AFC South. I'm sticking with it. There's both the Colts are 2 games behind, and because they lost to the Titans twice, they would have to catch up 3 games. So they would have to go a game like the tiebreaker goes to the Titans. I still think that they'll get that. The Titans are not anything without Derrick Henry. I don't care what anybody says. I know they beat the Bills without Derrick Henry, but since then they have not played good. They lost to the Texans, which is a bad loss. And they really, like I said, without Derrick Henry, I just don't see how they can continue to win these games. 8-4 does look good right now, but I think they'll finish 9-8, maybe 10-7. And I think Indianapolis finishes the season good. The thing that kills me with Indianapolis is the tough losses that they've had. Like, they've had some games where it's like that game against the Bucs this past weekend. It's like, how do you not win that game? Like, that is a must-win game. Everybody thinks you're going to win when you're up 10 and then you blow the game. So I don't know, but I still am going to take the Colts to win this. I'm not going to go against my word earlier in the year. I'm going to stick with it. So I'll take the Colts.
Yeah, the AFC South, man. So crazy division, man. If Derrick Henry was still in it, man, be Titans all day, man. But I got the Colts. I got the Colts winning this division. What they've been doing. I've been watching their Hard Knocks. I've been watching their first 2 episodes. They Hard Knocks in season. That's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Colts winning this division. Gonna be tough for them. Tough little stretch that they're gonna have. But the way they've been playing, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll rally and get the job done.
So now the AFC West, I hate to say it, but Kansas City. I got to go with Kansas City. All the other 3 teams are sitting at 6-5, 1 game behind, and the Broncos take on Kansas City Sunday Night Football. And I mean, with the Broncos defense, they have a shot. I'm not going to say they don't, but Patrick Mahomes has had some success lately, and I don't even like, this isn't even because I think the Chiefs are that superior to everybody else. It's just nobody else has really been playing that good. The Raiders are dealing with a bunch of stuff. The Broncos, I just don't think are the team, and the Chargers have just disappointed me after their hot start. Like that last loss is just like, come on. Like like I said, I can't go with anybody else. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, but I really don't think it's because the Chiefs are superior.
Man, I'm AFC West, it's crazy, like you said, man. Chargers let me down, also, but I'm sticking with them, man. I think they're gonna rally in the second half of the season. I think they good coach, like they got good leadership also, and with their offense, they can always, you know what I'm saying, snap at any time, just like the Chiefs now. I feel like with all the weapons that they have on offense, so I think the Chargers gonna get that. I think the Chargers gonna get that AFC West.
So now jumping in the NFC East, it's just too late. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because they just started off so hot and everybody else started bad. But I think the football team could sneak into the wild card, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys win this division.
Yeah, man, I'm with the Cowboys also, man. They're further ahead. Philly, man, dealing with that ankle injury with Jalen. Watching football team, like you said, they might get into the wild card. They playing better than any of the other team. You know what I'm saying? That's behind them or in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? But if Dallas slip up, Washington football team could get them a little bit, but man, Dallas gonna get that division.
Yeah, I agree. And now the NFC North, the Packers. I think in they'll be looking at it, I think they'll be the first team to clinch their division. Definitely.
I agree.
Like there's no, I don't think there's any way.
Last dance.
Yeah,
Last
exactly.
dance of the Packers, bro.
Exactly.
They about to win that smooth, man, and get that first. Try to get that first. Probably had a first round bye with the head to head they got against Cardinals.
Yep.
And shoot, see what's up. See what's up in Lambeau.
Now jumping into the NFC South, the Bucks. I don't see anybody catching them either. The Bucks are too good. The Falcons are the next closest, tied with the Saints, and Taysom Hill is not leading the Saints.
Man, yeah, man. The Bucks gonna win that division easy, man. Man, shout out to all the rest of the teams of the thing. I thought I gotta go do it in Carolina, man. Stuff got rough up there in Carolina fast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different when you get in there them live bullets, man. But man, shout out to them Bucks, man. Bucks doing their thing. Keep trying to keep that momentum going for them and for the playoffs, man. But they gotta know, man, them Packers gonna be waiting on their ass this year.
Yeah, for sure. Now jumping into the final division, the NFC West. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, but this, like, every single year, this division is a good chance of having 3 guys go to the playoffs. Like, that's just bizarre. Like, I don't. And this is the Seahawks having a bad year. Like, if the Seahawks were having a good year, I think all 4 teams would be in contention. The Seahawks, I think their dynasty is coming to an end, sadly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. The Rams had a shot, but Matt Stafford just does not impress me like everybody said he was going to. We talked about this multiple times earlier in the year, just saying kind of Matt Stafford's the guy, but like how is he the guy? Everybody bashes Lamar and everybody bashes all these other quarterbacks. But Matt Stafford has never won a playoff game, is the best quarterback ever. I don't get it, but I don't see the Rams being able to catch the Cardinals, so I'm gonna go with the Cardinals to win that.
Yeah, man. Like I remember we discussed this early in the show. I mean, early in a few shows before, probably like I don't know what episode it was, but we just talking about how good this division was, man.
Yep.
And division slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying, falling off. The 49ers with the way that they're playing, if they play that division, if they play the way that they've been playing, they'll make some noise of trying to get into, you know what I'm saying, a wild card. But they're probably too far behind, you know what I'm saying, the Rams, and you can't count on the Rams, you know what I'm saying, like you said with Stafford, man. So like I said, with Kyler Murray and them doing what they've been doing with the injuries they've been having, they about to come back, him and D-Hop, you know what I'm saying, the Cards got that easy, man. Gonna make it interesting when they go into Lambeau for the NFC Championship, I think.
Yep.
Ooh.
That would be tough. The big thing there to me, like Lambeau, the Packers need to play Lambeau. I know they blew the one to Seattle the one year, which was tough, but a lot of their recent postseason, like last year, their loss to Seattle, that was just, I don't know. Green Bay is just, they've kind of gotten screwed. They've been close in games, haven't been able to win. But this year and Rodgers last year, I think Lambeau will turn up, and I like him winning that. And that actually, going back to our preseason predictions when we had our Super Bowl champions, Green Bay and the Ravens were mine, and they're both close to. I wouldn't say they're right because not yet, but they're
number one so far. They're number one so far, man. So you're right on the head with it, man. This last dance, man. The Packers running their thing, and Lamar doing what he doing. That's why I said in the game that he had, and they still won. I need people to understand, like, it's only going to get better, not going to get worse.
Yep.
Going to get better from that. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for it. Get ready for it, league, man. Get ready for the second half of the year. But I got a question for you before we end this third quarter. You know what I'm saying? And we got a question. We got a question for our subscribers and our fans too. We want y'all to comment, man. Comment under the YouTube, man. Man, hit us on Twitter. Hit us on all that. Man, who is your MVP so far this season?
Sadly, I'm gonna have to go with Tom Brady, and he has the best chance just because the success he's had. But like, man, put him in Seattle's offense and watch him just get crushed every play. Like it's not. I'm not gonna say it's unfair because it's smart what the team did to build a line around him, but like if he was playing with the Ravens offensive line, he would get hit every play. He would not be playing any more seasons. The reason Brady is doing what he's doing, Brady's the GOAT quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Like, fully think that. But the reason Brady's still having success at this age is because the protection and the weapons and all that. Like this is not a bash. This is not bashing Brady. I got him to win the MVP right now. But it's also because of the circumstances he's in, and the situation he's in. When you have that good of an offensive line with that many top weapons, you're going to have some success. He's 43 years old doing it, which is impressive. But if he was taking hits at 43, I don't see him playing that many more years.
Yeah. So my MVP, you know what I'm saying, and I gotta go with my guy on the ground, Jonathan Taylor.
And yes,
I
going.
love JT from the coach, man. The way that he been coming on these last few games, been stepping up to the challenge, man. He lead the league. Well, you know what I'm saying. We're almost 1,100 yard rushing so far this season with the rest of the season to go. Lead the league with 14 touchdowns. He's on the pace probably to get about 25, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be crazy. So right now I got a Jonathan Taylor, you know what I'm saying, from the Colts as my my MVP. You know what I'm saying? Hope he can continue it on, man. I love the running game. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to the nitty gritty. That's why I got the Colts. If the Colts get into that playoffs, they need to watch out for them too, because JT gonna give it to you. But he had his backups. His backups are probably faster than him.
Yeah.
And can make plays also out the backfield, catching the ball and doing that also. You know what I'm saying? So man, they compliment JT well in that offense. So that's my MVP so far. Mid season before these guys get to their bye week.
Right. So that is it for the third quarter. Like he said, comment on Apple Podcasts. You can comment on Twitter. You can comment on YouTube. You can comment. Let us know who your MVP is.
Who your MVP, man? Who is your MVP so far this season, man? I got Jonathan Taylor. My man Ben, he has Tom Brady, man. Let's see what's going on, man. That's the end of the third, baby. For the kick off this fourth and end it strong, baby. Fourth quarter, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The third trivia question for today is, where will this year's NFL Super Bowl be held? We know you guys probably will cheat, but if you know it, that'll be cool. Where is this year's Super Bowl going to be held, and where will it be played at? Now, jumping into the fourth quarter, we will be discussing Thursday night football, and then we'll discuss a few matchups this weekend that are really important in the playoff race for everybody in the season. But like always, we'll start the fourth quarter with our Thursday night football prediction. Cowboys Saints. I'll take the Cowboys 31, Saints 27. I think this is a close game. I think throughout the game, Taysom Hill actually has success. Not a fan of Taysom Hill, but I think he'll be able to have a decent amount of rushing yards against the Cowboys. But I think Micah Parsons makes some big plays tonight, and I'm going to go with the Cowboys by 4.
Okay, man, Cowboys on the road. I feel like it's gonna be a close one, man. I feel like the Cowboys gonna pull it out at the end with probably a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Late drive by Dak. Taysom Hill. Question for you: since he's a starter right now, does he get that $95 million? They said he got a starter clause for $95 million. I don't know. They set that all the way up. He got paid right before, like 2 weeks before he was named starter. I don't understand how they go win. I'm cheering for the Cowboys today. Nothing against Hill. I just don't think
he's worth that much money.
Yeah, he worth that much money. They do. Hey, salute to you. I'm not gonna hate on your pockets, not gonna count it, but I got Dallas today, tonight in the close of 24-21, game winning field goal, something like 27-24, something like that. You know what I'm saying, in the close game. Hopefully Dak and them get rolling with their offense. Amari Cooper is back from the COVID-19 off the COVID-19 list, so, and he's playing short week, so hopefully they get him involved. You know, so early. I know he got fresh legs, so hopefully burn that defense up. But the Saints gonna be coming with it, man. Short week, so I know everything gonna be simple for Payton. Payton gonna have simple football, but he gonna have some ready though, some ready for this game.
And quick point, like I see the NFL just giving out money. Like we said, no disrespect to Taysom Hill, but like how, why, what, like that it just doesn't make sense to me that you had Trevor Siemian as your starting quarterback at one point, but you decided, you know what, let's throw this money at Taysom Hill, and you just go and defend it, which you're supposed to do. But like, I don't know, man.
They better win tonight. The thing is, the move that they made would give them that money and, you know what I'm saying, put them in that starting position over my guy, even though my guy was on 4 as a starter,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But putting him in as a starter, his agent don't work that thing, or whoever worked that contract, they did great
he
in it.
deserves a raise. The agent.
Yeah. So he worked his butt off to get in that starter position. We'll see tonight. When that thing kick out tonight, he's at home. The crowd gonna let him know. I just hope Dallas get that defense rolling back like they was, get some turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing. Stop that run because you know the run is coming. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Dallas can pull it out. Feel like it's gonna be a close one, gonna be a tough matchup, man. Dallas got to get this victory though.
So now for our next game, the Chargers Bengals. Going in order of the Sunday's games for our really good games this weekend. We'll start with the 1:00 game. The Chargers.
Our games of the week.
Chargers Bengals is crazy. Like I truly now it isn't exactly this. Like if the Bengals lose, they still could make the playoffs. If the Chargers lose, they still could potentially. But I think the winner of this game will make the playoffs and the loser won't. Like that's just how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I think it's such a big game this weekend. So I'll go with the Chargers. Like this is such a great game. Herbert against that defense, which just completely dominated the Steelers. The Steelers are offense is not very good, but still, like the way the Bengals played, the offense just went right down the field. Joe Mixon. The Chargers defense will have to come ready to play if they want to win this game. And on the road in Cincinnati, it's going to be a tough one, but I think they do.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough matchup. Joe at home, they understand what type of team they got now, especially doing what they did to the Steelers last year. Then they got another powerful team coming in. But Joe get this one over the Chargers, man. Like you said, man, I think Joe and them will be cruising on high, trying to do whatever they can just to get to the playoffs.
Yep.
Just know that they can compete with the top, you know what I'm saying, few of the top AFC teams. So it's gonna be a big win for them. Herbert them on the road, on the road. They gotta get this. They have this a must win for the
Yep.
Chargers. On the road, tough victory. Hey, they gotta be on the road, but hey, this is what the NFL is about.
Yep.
Herbert going to handle your business, get this offense rolling, get the offense back rolling, defense, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't be able to stop a nosebleed. Y'all gonna have to do something about Joe in that offense. I'm telling y'all. So if you can't stop a nosebleed, man, you better get your tissue and your paper towels and everything ready because it's gonna be a long Sunday.
Yep, fully agree. But now our next big matchup for the weekend, the Broncos versus Chiefs. I don't really know how to put it. Like this game is so important for both teams, and it's crazy to say the Broncos could jump. I believe they'll jump to the first spot in the AFC West with a win, but I don't really see possibly how they win. Like their defense definitely will match up well, and I think they forced at least 2 interceptions on Sunday Night Football. Mahomes has struggled a little bit throwing the ball with interceptions this year, and the Broncos have forced an interception in their 4 straight games. That's a big number to watch out for. I think they forced 1 or 2 interceptions this weekend, but I still don't think they can pull it out. But the way they will win this game will be forcing turnovers and making Mahomes make some mistakes. So that's a big thing to look out for and to see if the Broncos maybe can pull off a big upset in Kansas City on Sunday Night Football.
Old Coach Vic Fangio had a defense locked and loaded, like having ready for them Chiefs. And I know the Chiefs gonna come in still thinking I don't feel like they're back yet. There's gonna be a good test for them against that Broncos defense. Man, Mahomes they come out stopping Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, and get a few points on the thing. I think the Broncos could do it the way that their defense shows up when it's time to. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't think it's gonna be a rout. I think it's gonna be a tough game. Gonna come down to I think gonna come down to some football playing, good play calling, offense versus defense. The Chiefs offense versus the Broncos defense, like you said, man. They get some turnovers, man. That gonna be the thing. Turnovers make it a short field, man. Get some easy points.
Yep, fully agree. And now jumping into Monday Night Football, the Patriots at the Bills. Arguably the game of the year so far with how hot the Patriots are and the Bills, having such high expectations coming into the season. In Buffalo, this is a tough game for New England. Like this will show whether they're real or not. They beat Tennessee bad, and I said that was like a big look at game to see which one of those 2 teams was serious. And I think it showed Tennessee without Derrick Henry was not, and New England with Mac playing the way he is, with that defense being a typical Patriots, Bill Belichick defense. I just, this is such a good game. It'll be very intense, a big rivalry game. And this is the first time since Brady left that, the Patriots are looking legit against this Bills team. So I don't know who will win. I'm going to go with the Bills, but I think this is a coin toss on who will win that one.
Man, it's gonna be crazy, man. I know Belichick does a great thing. It's just canceling out your best player. So I know Diggs is not gonna be a question for him. He go make Josh Allen, throw it to another weapon. Somebody else gonna have to get over. Somebody else gonna have to do their thing, and that's when they're gonna go. I feel like they're gonna go spread like Tennessee tried to do. And, Judon and that pass rush and that defense just been playing lights out, man. The way they've been playing, man, and the way that their offense been playing the last 6 games. They've been averaging over like 145 yards rushing per game. You know what I'm saying? So they're running the ball. They playing defense. It's going to be a tough matchup. The only thing I think tough about it for the Patriots is they're going on the road.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hostile environment Monday night. It's going to be cold in Buffalo. The fans do not like New England. Divisional matchup. You know what I'm saying? The Bills Mafia is going to be ready, man. So just see how Mac Jones, handle that first quarter, man. But if they come out swinging like they've been doing these last 6 games, man, watch out, Bills, man. It's not your division yet, baby. It's not your division.
Fully agree. But now that is it for this episode. We will be live on Sunday, like LeBron said earlier. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm gonna let him say what he always does before we wrap it up.
Man, thank you to everybody, man, tuning in to this episode, man. We gave y'all this content. We coming with it every week, man. Follow us, man. Affirmation Podcast on all platforms. iForum Podcast on Twitter. Man, please, man, follow us, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for everything, bro. We got a giveaway. We got a giveaway and answer that trivia, baby, so I can see how these hats.
Yep.
Answer that trivia, man, so I can see how these hats, man. You answer one question, man, I'm gonna send a hat out. One of them, man. Happy holidays, everybody. Christmas coming up. My birthday coming up. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my guy, man. Ben, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Baby. Always love, man. Always love, man.
Yep.
Thank y'all, everybody. Thank you. Subscribe.
Yes. Please.